Good morning, students. We will have a general discussion about crystal field splitting. What happens in crystal field splitting is the 5d orbitals dxy, dyz, and dzx, dx square minus y square, and dz square. All these 5 orbitals, they remain in the same energy level. But now, when any external ligand, like this side, if I move, you will find that there are some ligands there out there. See out there some ligands are there. Okay, L1, L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, and at the top L6 is also there. And this is, if I move my head this side, you will find that metal is also there. Now what happens in the metal's d orbital? When the ligands try to give their electrons, at that time what happens? The energy level of the d orbitals, they go higher. They go higher. See here, what is happening? The energy levels are going higher here. This side, this side is going higher. From lower energy level to higher energy level. From lower energy level to higher energy level. From lower energy level to higher energy level, from lower energy level to higher energy level. All right, like this, the energy level is going up. Now, further, when the ligands come closer and they donate electrons, then due to the repulsion, what happens? The degenerate set of 5 orbitals, degenerate means of same energy level, dxy, dyz, dx square minus y square, dz square, and dyz. All right. So they further split into two more degenerate levels. Okay, two more degenerate levels. Which are those? They are these two: T2G. Where my hand is there, T2G and EG. T2G, you know, T2G and EG. T2G means dxy, dyz, and dzx, and EG means d x square minus y square and dz square. All right. Now you will find that there is one symbol given. This symbol is delta zero. This delta zero is nothing. It is not delta zero actually. It is delta O, octahedral splitting, and the delta is showing change in the energy. Delta is showing change in the energy. All right. Now the value of this delta O is equal to 10 dq. Remember, 10 dq. All right. Now, if you multiply 2 by 5 with 10 dq, means delta 0, how much you will get? 2 by 5 into 10 will be equal to 2 by 5 into 10 will be equal to 4. 4 delta 0. Similarly, 2 by 5 into 10 here will become 6 delta 0. So see, together it is 6 delta 0 and delta O, and this is 4 delta O. This is 6 delta O, this is 4 delta O. So this gap is equal to 10 dq. 10 dq. All right. Now, if any electron is there in the T2G set, T2G set means dx square minus y square and dz square. This dx square minus y square, all right, here this side, dx square minus y square, dxz and dyz. All right, these three sets are called as T2G set, and this T2G set and EG set, they form two energy levels. Due to this energy level difference, we see colors in the complex also. We see colors in the complex also, all the complex compounds or coordination compounds. When the electron is in the lower energy level, then they can absorb white light and they can go to higher energy level. You know, they can absorb white light and they can go to higher energy level. But when they will come down, at that time again they will liberate that energy in the form of some wavelength of light, and that will be seen as color. That will be seen as color. So different complexes have different ability of absorbing the white light and transmitting the rest over light energy. All right. So they absorb some part of the light energy and they liberate some part of the light energy. So the light energy which is liberated gives out the complementary wavelength, gives out the complementary wavelength of the light and hence the complementary color. Example, if you will see uh, a crystal of hexa aqua nickel, all right. So we'll find that in hexa aqua nickel, the color of the nickel complex is deep green or shiny green in color. Now, if you take out one H2O molecule, in fact, one you cannot take out by giving ethylene diamine. If you give one ethane diamine and take out one H2O, then you will find that its color will become bluish. All right. From green, it will become bluish. Further, if you take out two more H2O and give one more ethylene diamine or ethane diamine, En, then you will find its color will become pale blue. And further, if you will take out all the water molecules, then it will become pink in color. So in this way, various complex compounds show the colors due to the absorption of white light. From the white light, absorption of a particular energy of the light which is used to go to high energy level, which is used to go to the high energy level. It goes to the high energy level, all right. And then when it comes down, when it comes down, when it comes down, when it comes down, then it liberates energy. It liberates energy. This energy which comes out in the form of light, all right. Due to the same reason, you will find that various gemstones like ruby, they also give coloration. All right. Now, you might have seen copper sulfate hexahydrate. Copper sulfate hexahydrate, copper sulfate dihydrate. CuSO4.2H2O. It contains 2 water of crystallization. 2 water of crystallization. Now, when you heat it, when it loses the water of crystallization, it becomes white in color. But when it accepts water of crystallization, then it becomes again blue in color. All right. Further, when you add ammonia, then more and more electrons enter into the d orbital, more crystal field splitting takes place, more electronic transition takes place, and it becomes even more intense deep blue coloration. All right. So taking out of the water makes it white, makes what? Copper sulfate dihydrate. Copper sulfate dihydrate becomes white in color when water is taken out. Copper sulfate dihydrate becomes blue when again the water is absorbed, and it becomes deep blue when more and more ammonia is absorbed. When you give some ammonium hydroxide to it, it becomes tetraammonocopper 2 sulfate, and it becomes intense ink like blue colored. All right. So the coloration of the complex is due to the transition of electrons between T2G and EG, between T2G and EG in octahedral complex. But in tetrahedral complex, what happens? The splitting takes place in the other way, in which T2G becomes lower energy level and EG becomes lower energy level and T2G goes to higher energy level. I'll just show you how it is like. This you have seen, this diagram you have seen. See, I'm moving away. If I move away, you will be able to see that dx square minus y square and dz square. See, I have moved away now. So dxy, dyz and dzx, they are forming T2G, and dxy, dx square minus y square and dz square, they are forming EG set of the orbital. Now I will change the background and I will show you how the splitting takes place in case of tetrahedral splitting. All right. Before that, if you want to find out, if you have to find out crystal field stabilization energy, if you have to find out the crystal field stabilization energy, then what will you do? All right. I have become ghost. See how am I coming? All right. If you have to find out energy, say one electron is there in T2G orbital and it is below the Bary center, BARY This denotes the center of mass of the d orbital, center of mass of the central metal ion, all right, or the d orbital, because both of them are like point like, space. So below the Bary center, minus 2 by 5 is there. So whatever electron will come, it will become equal to minus 2 by 5 into 10 dq. All right, that will be the crystal field stabilization energy. More splitting will be there, more stabilization will be there, more the molecule will become stable. All right. So more number of ligands will be there, more number of ligands a complex will accept, more splitting will be there, more splitting is there, then more crystal field stabilization will take place. All right. Now we'll see crystal field stabilization in case of tetrahedral complex. In case of tetrahedral complex, we will see. Now see here, the case is little different. Here in this case, you will find EG is below and T2G is up. EG is below and T2G is up, isn't it? So in this you will find that, in case of octahedral splitting, that is delta O, in case of octahedral splitting, that is delta O, T2G was down there below the Bary center, but in case of tetrahedral splitting, we don't say EG, we say E. Okay. So there are some symmetry theory concept which you don't have to study now. Because of that symmetry theory concept, we use that suffix G for tetrahedral splitting, but for octahedral splitting. But for tetrahedral splitting, we will not use that term. We will simply say E. All right. So E stands for dxy minus y, dx square minus y square and dz square, and the stabilization is minus 3 by 5 delta t, and here also delta t value is equal to 10 dq. All right. So as a result, below the Bary center, which is shown in the blue color, below the Bary center, that is shown in the blue color, 3 by 5 minus 3 by 5 multiplied by say 10 dq comes out to be 6 dq, and above it will become 4 dq. So together the change in the energy level, the energy change level or change in the energy level here also is equal to 10 dq. The only difference is that here T2 level, that is dxy, yz and dzx, is above the Bary center, and dx square minus y square and dz square is below the Bary center. Okay. So in this way I can bring your book to, I can make your book a living book, a speaking book. Hope you might have understood crystal field splitting. It is not that I will not do the chalk and talk. I was just trying some new technology. All right. I have recently learned this method. All right. I recently learned this method, so I was applying this method. Hope you liked it. Okay. And tell me how you liked it. Comment. Please put comment down there in the comment box. See, I am trying all the gestures. I have learned a new skill. I'm so happy. All right. Are you interested to learn how it is done? Okay, you hunt for it. Okay, and then I'll tell you how I have done it. I can show you space also behind me. I can show you space. Would you like to see space behind me? I'll show you space behind me. See. All right. See, I can show you shark behind me. I can show you this kind of cosmic lights in the sky. I can show you that I am sitting in Goa also. Hello, people out there. Enjoy. Hello. How do you like it? Hope you will enjoy. All right. Bye.